back with the second chapter of Meaning of the Minds by LizzeXX. We're on chapter 2, which is the first chapter of the Christmas special, which will be 5 chapters long instead of the normal 3 chapters because it's a special. So, let's just get right into this. And if you want to follow along, chapter links to both archive and fanfiction.net are in the description below for you to pick and choose whichever one you want to follow along to. It doesn't really matter, except sometimes the chapters have on archive has like pictures from the episode, so it's just like one picture per episode. So let's just get right into this, shall we? Okay, so chapter 2, the Christmas invasion, the pilot fish. Jackie picked up a red bauble and hung it on her white Christmas tree, standing in the corner of the room. She picked up 2 presents, ready to put them under the tree when the label of one caught her eye. She sat down slowly, looking at it. 2 rows, Merry Christmas, love, lots of love, Mum, kiss. She sighed. The radio in the garage was blaring out Merry Christmas when Mickey suddenly paused, listening. Hey, turn that down! Hey, Steve-O, turn that off! Turn it off! With the radio off, he could clearly hear the sound of the TARDIS engines. He dashed off. Jackie hung some Christmas cards on a length of string on the wall, stopping mid-move and turned around, hearing the TARDIS. Rose! She dashed out of the apartment and down to a row of flats, seeing Mickey on the other end. They ran towards each other. Mickey! Jackie, it's the TARDIS! Mickey shouted as they met in the middle. I know! I heard it! She's alive, Mickey! I said so, didn't I? She's alive! Shh! Shut up a minute! They looked around frantically. Well, where is it then? Suddenly, the TARDIS appeared out of thin air about 20 feet above their heads, crashing against buildings as it spun, till it fell towards the earth. Jackie screamed and grabbed Mickey as it finally skid to a halt, smashing into a post van and knocking over some dustbins on the way. The doctor threw the door open and peered out with his mouth wide open. Here we are, then. London, Earth, the solar system. We did it, Angel. He called back before stumbling out of the TARDIS, gazing at the flats, noticing Jackie and Mickey. Jackie, Mickey, blimey. No. Hold on. He stumbled back a few steps. Wait there. I've got something to say. There's something I have to tell you. Something important. What was it? No, hold on. He walked over to them, putting his hands on their shoulders, thinking hard. Hold on. Shh. Oh! They jumped at his outburst. I know. He looked at them, panting and beaming. Merry Christmas. Just then, the doors of the TARDIS opened and Angel ran out, catching the doctor just before he collapsed. Mickey helping her support his weight as Rose stepped out, looking down at him. What happened? Rose asked. Is he alright? I don't know. He just fell over, Mickey said. He's asleep, Angel replied gently, checking the doctor over. But who is he? Where's the doctor? That's him, Rose nodded at the man. Right in front of you. That's the doctor. What do you mean, that's the doctor? Jackie looked up, confused. Doctor who? Cue title sequence. The doctor was tucked away in bed, now dressed in a pair of blue striped pajamas as Rose sat on the bed near the door. Angel on the other side of him when Jackie entered with a stethoscope. Here we go. She handed it to Rose. Tina the cleaner's got this lodger. Medical student. She was fast asleep, so I just took it. I just realised, where's that medical student? Martha. Anyway, Rose put it in her ears. So, I still say we should take him to the hospital. We can't. Rose took the scope off. They'll lock him up. They'll dissect him. Just a bottle of his blood could change the future of the human race, Angel remarked softly, her gaze on the doctor. One single cell could have thousands of empires fighting wars over it. Jackie's mouth fell open at that, about to ask the woman something with Rose cut in. Oh, shush! Jackie closed her mouth as Rose put the stethoscope in her ears and placed it on the doctor's chest, checking both sides. Both working. What do you mean, both? Jackie frowned. We have 2 hearts, Angel explained. We? Jackie looked at her. Time mods, Angel replied, still not taking her eyes off the doctor. I'm Angel. Nice to finally meet you, Jackie. Jackie nodded, realizing this must be the girl Rose and Mickey had told her about. The other alien, before her words caught up with her. She lifted an eyebrow and looked at Rose. Anything else I got two of? Arms, Angel answered distractedly. Legs, eyes, ears, hands, feet, nostrils. Rose just sighed, shaking her head, finding herself less amused at Angel's answer than she would have been. Her stomach twisted in knots the longer she was around the girl. She got up and headed for the door. Leave him alone, she called to her mother, walking out, leaving Jackie to peer at Angel and the doctor following her. Angel watched as the doctor released a wisp of orange regeneration energy. Just rest up, she whispered to him, tugging the blanket up higher, needing him to get better as soon as he could. She blinked, feeling tears threatening to form in her eyes at everything that had happened, at the state he was in, because of her. I'm sorry, she said quietly, reaching out to place a hand on his. I'm so sorry, Doctor, she added, her voice catching in her throat. Please be alright. She swallowed hard. Please. She didn't know he could hear her, but she knew what he'd say if he could. That it wasn't her fault. But she knew for once he'd be completely wrong. She took a breath, willing the tears back. She had to be strong right now. The doctor would need her to be. Rose opened the fridge and picked up a pork pie as Jackie stood behind her. How can he go changing his face? Her mother asked as she shut the fridge. Is that a different face, or is he a different person? How should I know? Rose yelled, before pausing, guilty. Sorry. Jackie nodded. Thing is, it was supposed to be me, Rose said, her eyes filling with tears. She said that if I used the vortex, it would destroy him, but it happened anyway. She swallowed hard. I was the one who was supposed to. She looked away at the thought she might have kissed the doctor. She was so confused about her feelings, between him, between Mickey. She didn't think she felt that way about the doctor. He certainly hadn't given much indication that he felt that way about her either. But he was just so amazing that she thought maybe, just maybe, one kiss with him would help her sort her feelings. Decide if what she was feeling was love or just another form of it. And even that had been snatched away from her. Sounds to me like she was trying to avoid this mess, sweetheart, Jackie said gently, stepping forward and wiping Rose's tears away. She couldn't have known it would happen either way. Rose nodded, smiling a bit, not wanting to talk about it any longer. To be honest, the more she thought about the doctor, why he was hurt, and what had happened, the angrier she felt towards Angel for being the cause of it. That wouldn't do. She knew her mother was right. Angel had tried to stop it, but it had just happened anyway. The big question is, she nudged her mother, where'd you get a pair of month's pajamas from? Jackie walked off. Howard's been staying over. What? Howard from the market? How long has that been going on? A month or so. First of all, he starts delivering to the door. I thought, that's a bit odd. Next thing you know, it's a bag of oranges. Rose glanced over, hearing a familiar voice on the TV that was playing in the next room. Is that Harriet Jones? She made her way into the sitting room. Oh, never mind me. Jackie rolled her eyes. Why is she on the telly? She's Prime Minister now. I'm £80 a week better off. Rose smiled. They're calling it Britain's Golden Age. Keep on saying my Rose's mare. Did more than that. Start World War III with her. Harriet Jones. Harriet Jones? Van on the telly asked. What about those calling the Guinevere 1 space probe a waste of money? Now, that's where you're wrong, Harriet replied. I completely disagree if you don't mind. Rose laughed. The Guinevere 1 space probe represents this country's limitless ambition. British workmanship sailing out there among the stars. This is the spirit of Christmas. Another man beside Harry added. Birth and rejoicing. The dawn of a new age. That is what we're achieving 50 million miles away. Our very own miracle. An image of the probe appeared, the newsreader reporting. The unmanned probe Genevieve 1 is about to make its final descent. Photographs of the Martian landscape should be received by midnight tonight. Rose and Mickey walked down the street, crowded with Christmas shoppers together. So, what do you need? Mickey asked. £20. Do you mind? She asked, taking it. I'll pay you back. Call it a Christmas present, Mickey laughed. God, I'm all out of sync. You just forget about Christmas and things in the TARDIS. They don't exist. You get sort of timeless. Oh yeah, that's fascinating. 'Cause I love hearing stories about the TARDIS. He remarked dryly. Oh, go on, Rose, tell us another one. 'Cause wow, I could listen to it all day. TARDIS this, TARDIS that. She smiled. Shut up. Oh, one time in a big yellow garden full of balloons. I'm not like that. Oh, you so are. Must drive you mad. I suppose you don't give up on me. Oh, that's the thing, isn't it? You can rely on me. I don't go changing my face. Yeah. She nodded slowly. What if he's dying? Okay. Mickey stopped. Sorry. He took her hands in his own. Just let it be for Christmas. Could you do that? Just for a bit. You and me and Christmas. No, no doctor, no angel, no bog monsters, no life or death. Okay. She nodded. Promise? Yes. Good. He smiled, putting his arm around her, but even he had to add. Besides, Angel wouldn't let him die. She's watching him, like he's guardian angel or something, making sure he's okay. And he could tell it just seemed like the sort of thing the woman would do. She'd watch out for him when Margaret had been loose, making sure he'd be alright. Why wouldn't it be the same for the doctor? Rose looked down at that, saw her in her gut. Try as she might not to, she just couldn't help but blame Angel for all this. Right, he continued. What are you going to get your mum? He let go of her and started walking on, Rose looking behind her, distracted. I'm around there all the time now, you know. She has my dinner on Sunday. Talks about you all afternoon. Yap, 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 yap. Is that how it is in the TARDIS with the doctor? I bet it is. No idea how you and Angel bear it. Mind you, do you think I should pick up something for her? Angel, I mean. Like a little gift? She seems sort of, I don't know, sad. Might cheer up a bit. It's Christmas after all. Any other time, Rose would probably have smiled at how Mickey couldn't seem to stop talking about Angel, much like she had a hard time not talking about the doctor. But right now, her focus was on a trio of brass band masked Santas playing good tidings of comfort and joy. She frowned as something struck her. Just before she and Mickey had left, she stopped to check on the doctor, Mickey wanting to invite Angel along as well. Angel simply shaking her head, her focus still on the doctor as she sat at his side, holding his hand, but she did have something else to add. She told them to be careful, that they wouldn't find joy or comfort out there. Now, as she watched the players, she couldn't help the feeling of unease, especially when they lowered their trumpets, holding them like weapons. Moments full flames shot out of them. People started screaming and running around as the Santas blasted all around them. It's us! Rose shouted as she and Mickey hid behind a booth. They're after us! The Santas blasted at their booth as Rose screamed. They turned around, the Santas pursuing them until one blast caught a large Christmas tree instead, and it fell on top of it, distracting the others enough for the duo to race down the street. What's going on? Mickey yelled, frantic. What have we done? Why are they after us? Taxi! Rose called, getting one to stop for them to get in. They're after the doctor. I can't even go shopping with you. We get attacked by a brass band. The taxi drove off as Rose pulled out her mobile. Who are you phoning? My mum, she said, putting her phone to her ear, listening to it ring and go busy. Her mother on the phone with someone, probably just yapping about nothing. Mum, get off the phone! Police sirens rang in the background as Mickey glanced back over his shoulder. Who were those Santa things? I don't know, but think about it. They were after us. What's important about us? Well, nothing. Except the one thing we got tucked up in bed with another watching him. The doctor and Angel. Jackie wandered into the doctor's room with a cup of tea, handing it to Angel as she smiled her thanks to the woman who was still on the phone. Oh no, don't come round, darling. No, flat's all topsy-turvy. She nodded a welcome back to Angel and turned to leave. Yeah, she just budges in and litters the place. Yeah, no, I'll come round and see you on Boxing Day. Angel turned to the doctor just as another burst of energy escaped him. She quickly put the cup of tea aside, it was still too hot for her to use it, and moved to open the window. There hadn't been much testing on Gallifrey of what residual regeneration energy could do to other species, other than power a battery. but she didn't want to take the chance on Jackie. That woman was so lovely. She didn't know why the doctor complained about her so much. The taxi pulled up and Rose and Mickey jumped out, running towards the flats, bursting in to see Jackie was, in fact, yapping away on the phone. So save us a chipolator. Chipolator. Get off the phone, Rose yelled. It's only Bev. Jackie rolled her eyes at Rose. She says hello. Rose took the phone from her. Bev? Yeah, look, it'll have to wait. And then hung up. Right, it's not safe. We gotta get out of here. Where can we go? Wait, Stan. He'll put us up, Mickey replied. That's only a few streets away. Rose shook her head and turned to her mum. What about Mo? Where's she living now? I don't know, Jackie frowned. Peak District. Oh, we'll go cousin Mo's then. It's Christmas Eve. We're not going anywhere. What are you babbling about? Mum? Rose stopped suddenly, noticing the green tree in the corner of the room. Where'd you get that tree? That's a new tree. Where'd you get it? Well, I thought it was you. How could it be me? Well, you went shopping, there was a ring at the door, and there it was. That girl back there, though, she said something about it being too green, that it wanted red, said I shouldn't bring it in. And you didn't listen to her? Rose gasped. The doctor had told her and Jack about Angel's feelings and sensations on things. If she literally said to not bring it in, it shouldn't be brought in. I thought she was being dumb or something. She talks the oddest way. Is she alright in the head? Rose just pulled her mother behind her as the tree lit up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The tree started to spin, slowly at first and very fast. Jackie screamed as jingle bells started to play as well, the tree moving towards them, turning the coffee table into bits of wood in a moment. Go, 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 go! Mickey shouted, grabbing a chair and holding it in front of him to protect them as they ran past. Get out! We got to save the doctor! Rose yelled. What are you doing? Jackie ran after her. What's going on? Angel called, running to the doorway of the doctor's room to look out. Mickey! Jackie shouted as the tree tore at the legs of the chair. Leave it! Get out! Get out! Mickey, get out of there! He gave up and ran back to the room, slamming the door shut, listening to the tree smash through the hallway. He and Jackie turned and pushed a wardrobe in front of the door as Rose ran to the doctor's side. Doctor, wake up! She shook him. Rose, Angel called, needing to stop her from waking him. Knowing what could happen, the doctor woke from his healing coma too early. Where's the Sonic? Rose looked up at her. Rose, where is it? Rose and Jackie had gotten the doctor all changed and put his clothes somewhere. Rose jumped up and ran to the doctor's jacket, hanging on a rack, and pulled it out. Rose, give it to me. Angel held out a hand. No. Rose ran over to the doctor's side, placing it in his hand, but he remained lifeless. Rose, I know what to do, Angel yelled as the tree hit the wardrobe. You've done enough. Rose glared at her, making the girl flinch. Her emotions were running so high she just didn't care anymore. Her mother and Mickey were about to be attacked, and the doctor wasn't awake to stop it, to save them, and there was only one reason why he wasn't. Angel. I'm gonna get killed by a Christmas tree, Jackie cried, being thrown back by the tree. Rose turned to the doctor, leaning close to his ear. Help me. She drew back slightly as the doctor suddenly sat up and pointed the Sonic at the tree, causing it to explode. Remote control, he commented, lowering the Sonic. But who's controlling it? He got out of bed, glancing over to see Angel standing near the coat rack, tear in her eyes. You alright? He asked her, concerned. She nodded, swallowing hard before she picked up a robe and tossed it to him. Better take that. It's chilly out. He smiled at her and pulled it on as he headed for the door. Stepping out onto the walkway before the flats, the group following him, only to see a group of 3 Santa standing there. That's them, Mickey pointed. What are they? Shh, Rose hissed, for looking at the doctor who just raised the Sonic and pointed it at the Santas. The threat clear. They backed away and stood closer to each other before teleporting away. They're just gone. What kind of rubbish were they? I mean, no offense, but they're not much copper the sonic screwdriver is going to scare them off. Pilot fish, the doctor remarked. What? Rose frowned as they all looked at him. They were just pilot fish, he repeated. Angel quickly grabbed his arm just before he coughed and threw himself backwards against the wall in pain. He reached over and grabbed her hand, squeezing it as the pain struck again. And that's the end of chapter 2. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Be sure to subscribe. Comment down below how you're... Ooh, no, don't comment. Sorry. Go leave a review. Sorry. Hey, go leave a review. Show the offer some love. We're done here. But I would like to state that this isn't going to be a hate Rose fan fiction. So don't worry, any Rose lovers. This is just Rose being human. Because humans are flawed, so. And nobody's perfect, so this is just Rose being human. This isn't a hate on Rose, so don't worry, Rose lovers, on that account. So, yeah. But we are done here, so go. Like I said at the beginning, chapter links is in the description for you to pick and choose. So go show the office some love. We're done here, and I'll see you guys next Friday with a new video. And be sure to subscribe as well. I upload new videos every Friday and Saturday. Anyway, bye!